Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am GrandMcLegend and today we are going to be discussing the top 5 most overpowered tanks in tier 10 in What Blitz. And well, it's quite simple. You should go and get these tanks now if you can, because they are really nice tanks. And albeit some of these are collectors, but some of them are also tech trees, so I do advise trying to get them when you can, or if you can. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So the first one is the T95E6. Now this tank is a really nice vehicle. It's got a really nice buff to it in the balance changes, and its armor got improved, and the hatch is impervious to regular rounds, well, mostly anyway, and its DPM is still fantastic. Its armor is even better than it was, and it can actually go hold down due to the hatch being buffed, and it's a really nice tank. So what you're looking at is 400 alpha each shot on this vehicle, and you also get about 200 millimeters of turret armor on that hatch and about 250 on the turret, which isn't really that bad if you ask me, because it allows you to go hold down as well, which is really nice. So the accuracy is also really good on this tank, about 0.3 or 0.29 something, which is really not that bad. You also have really nice aim time, and this tank does also have combat stabilization, which is really good, because well, not on this tank really, because it's a very mobile tank going 50 kilometers an hour. And it's good if you're going hold down, because it allows you to stay focused or stay aimed in, and even if you start moving, which is really handy. So in this replay, you can see that we have gone medium side, and we are literally tearing into this enemy, but there is a GFT camping and shooting me, which is not ideal. So we are just going to try and get some shots into these couple of tanks. The Progetto is now dead, and we are just going to kill this 777. So the T95E6, it's an American tier 10 heavy tank, and it's a really nice heavy tank. It's more of a heavium, so it's not like an E100 or an IS7. Okay, maybe not IS7, but it's not like a heavy tank. It's a medium heavy tank, if that makes sense. It doesn't have the armor, it's got the DPM, it's got the hit points, so you can play it as a heavy tank, but play it on medium side, because it is much better if you play it as a medium. So yeah, do try and play it as a medium when you can. So yeah, of course that shot there, you will get them sort of shots in any kind of tank, because it is literally well, it's just RNG, isn't it? But yeah, there's E6. If you ever see it in the store for like 20 quid, it is not a bad buy. So I do advise getting it when it comes out, especially for the state it's in. Moving on to tank number 4. And it is the Super Conqueror. Now this tank is a definition of a heavy tank, and it's got armor, it's got DPM as well, it's sort of got speed when you get going, and you also have reactive armor on this tank, which is really nasty if you know how to use reactive armor effectively. Now this tank is really nice when you want to go up front and hold down, and because it's got really nice turret armor and really nice hull armor as well. And it also has 94mm of HE pen, which is really not that bad, because it'll allow you to get over 500 damage. Now I don't know what I was spotted by here. I think it was the bat chat on the enemy team, because he is like, well, out in the open, and I did get spotting damage from that guy. But yeah, the Super Conqueror is a very nice tank. It is in the store right now for the Easter event, or the Armoured Cavalry event, whatever it is. So odds are it will probably leave the store once that event is over. So if you can, do go and get yourself a Super Conqueror, as it will definitely be worth it, and it is a very nice tank to have in your garage. You're looking at about 3,200 DPM in this tank with regular AP. And you also have like about, it's not the best of pens in this tank, but you do have like about 330mm of APCR pen, which isn't the best, but it can still do the job if you are able to, like, well, know how to pick your targets, etc, etc. So yeah, that is my number 4 tank. It is a very nice vehicle, very nice heavy tank, and can definitely get the job done. Moving on to tank number 3. And it is the Hori. Now, this tank is a tier 10 Japanese tank destroyer, and it is a very good tank destroyer. It is probably one of the most overpowered tank destroyers in the entire game. Probably either just above or the same as the XM. Now, this tank is just so cringe. It is like the most cringe tank you could ever think of. And it is really, really nice, if you ask me. It's a very nice tank to play, and if you've got a Hori, this is a tech tree tank, so you don't have to pay for this unless you want to skip the lines, obviously. But yeah, this tank can be very nasty, and it can definitely get the job done as well. You're looking at about 330 odd millimeters of penetration on your premium rounds, so you are able to get through pretty much everything that comes in front of you. And it is really nice to have that amount of pen, because you can, it's rare that you'll actually bounce your shots unless you have like an RNG moment. But yeah, the armor's really, really nice as well. They did buff the cheeks on this tank, and you need to actually load Pramo most of the time to actually pen this tank, unlike this E100 here. But yeah, the Hori, definitely worth the grind. And yeah, I didn't actually play most of the line, but I do play them sometimes, but the tanks are actually really nice, so I don't recommend skipping the line. But yeah, it's a really nice tank nonetheless, and I do definitely recommend going and grinding yourself a Hori. You're looking at something like 560 average damage per AP shell, and then you have 495 on your regular on your premium AP, I believe, or is it 515? I can't remember. But yeah, the damage difference isn't that much on this tank, which is really nice, and the reload is also pretty quick as well. Your DPM's about 3,000 on this tank. But yeah, very nice tank nonetheless. Moving on to tank number 3. And it is the T22 medium. Now this tank is just, oh my god, it is so good. Although that is a pretty weird opinion for me to have on this vehicle, because, not gonna lie, even though it is overpowered, it is like, I actually don't play that well in this tank. It is still great nonetheless. Just because I don't play it well doesn't mean that it's a bad tank by all means. But it's a fantastic tank. You can really do really well in this vehicle, and it is really nice damage as well. You can get 310 average alpha per shot, and you have about 280 on your heat rounds. This also has tungsten shells, so if you put tungsten and reactive on at the same time, you will have about 5,000 and something DPM, which is a lot of DPM. And it is really nice as well. Like, the armor is non-existent, like extremely good. Like, it has a really strong armor profile, which is really weird, because when I go up against these things, I actually bounce quite a bit, but when I'm in it, everyone just penetrates me. So yeah, I'm not sure how. I don't think I've quite got the playstyle for this tank yet. I know it's like hold down and then go head on because of the pike nose. But yeah, the tank itself is really good, and it can definitely do the job. And it's just really nice. I do recommend taking protective kit and the defense system on this tank though, primarily because the ammo rack is extremely weak on this vehicle. But yeah, that is basically it on all I have to say on this vehicle. Moving on to the top one on this list. And of course, it is none other than the E50M. Now, this tank is just, oh my god. It is the most overpowered tank I've ever seen in this game so far. And it definitely lives up to the name. It's really, really good. It is definitely overpowered, got way too much armor, got so much DPM, you've got reactive armor, and you have the speed as well as the weight to do ramming as well, which is just the ultimate combination for a tank that is OP, and it is really, really nice. Honestly, it's a fantastic tank, and it's a tech tree as well, so you can go and get yourself the most overpowered tank in the game, and it is just that simple. Just go and grind yourself an E50M. Yeah, the line isn't the best. The Panther 2 is a bit mid. The E50, I'll admit I haven't played it, and the Panther is also pretty mid due to the pen, but the DPM's alright on it, I'll admit. But yeah, this tank is insane. It is way too good for the game, and I do think that it definitely needs a nerf on either the armor or the DPM or the speed. Nerf something and it'll probably be okay, and take reactive armor off. There is no need for this tank to have reactive armor, and well, that is basically all this tank is about. It's just OP, and it is like almost 100% you will never lose a game in this tank. But yeah, you're looking at 340 alpha on your APCR standard, and you also have about 300 or 290 on your heat rounds. You also have a 5.8 second aim time, reload, sorry, and your DPM is about like 3,200 or something like that, which is really, really nice. And your top speed is about 55 to 60 kilometers an hour, I believe. The power to weight is not the best though, and the turret traverse on this tank isn't the best either. But it's still a fantastic tank. And, well, that is basically it. This tank and all the others are definitely worth getting. If you can ever get them, do go and get them, because they are really nice tanks. And, well, that is basically it. There are your top 5 most OP tanks in this game. The E6, the Hori, the Super Conqueror, the E50M, and the T22 Medium. And well, that is basically it in today's video. So if you enjoyed today's content, do consider liking and subscribing, as it helps me out. And if you also want to send me your requests, do use the form in the community section and I will have a look. And if you want to join my Discord server as well, the link is in the description below. And if that is everything, that is basically it from me. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.